Okay, here I am in the customer's attic. I just want to show some things that could be beneficial to anybody who's really looking at things in their attic and would like to have a better idea of what may be happening there. In this corner here, you can see that there's, well, I don't know if the flashlight will let me see that. You can see that there's some droppings here and there. Now, some of these are small enough they could be a mouse, and most of them look like they're about the size of a rat. But there's something happening here that's a little different. Let me see if I can get the camera angle there. You see one on the wall there, another one on the wall above that up there. And the reason why you're seeing things on the wall like that is, and if you'll notice this one here that I have the flashlight on, let's see if I can get a better angle. That one there has a white tip on it, and so do some of the others. The reason why they have that white tip is that is a lizard that's been crawling on the wall, and they're the rats don't crawl on walls and leave droppings on the walls like that. Also, the rats don't have that white tip at the end like these ones do here. So if the customer had come up here and seen this, they probably would have thought rats or mice and would have had us come out to take care of the problem, which we're more than happy to do. But in this case, there's not a whole lot we can do. And besides that, these lizards are actually beneficial. So in this case, we're going to let these guys just continue doing what they're doing, and just give you an idea of what might be happening in your attic. If you see something like this, and it has a white tip on it, those little droppings have little white tips on them. They're lizards. They're not rodents. So don't necessarily panic when you see something like that. Now, on the other hand, another sign that we use to determine whether or not there's activity is, as you can see here, there's somewhat of a trail that's been made through this insulation. That usually means that there's been a rat or a squirrel. I mean, just given the size that's here, a rat or a squirrel going through there. I don't know if you can see, but there are some more droppings there. Those ones do have white tips, so those are lizards coming in there also. But, and I'm not going to say that they're not the ones making this path, although I've never seen it like that. Usually that's mice, rodents, rats or squirrels. And right over there where my flashlight is, you can see a little dive hole going through the insulation. That means that at one time or another they had rats or a squirrel running through here. Doesn't mean there's current activity. Usually it's when it's freezing in Texas that these guys decide to make their way inside, because it's too cold to be outside foraging at night and looking for shelter. So they just come into the attic and hang around for a little bit and then go back out when it's daytime. So in this case, I would put out some traps and then check back with the customer and take care of the problem for them every other day or so. And that's generally what you do in the wintertime in pest control.